Divorce Dad Diaries, day 134. And I'm sick. I have one of those head colds where it feels like my head is in a vice grip and my whole body is just sore. Man, when I get sick, I just lose all motivation to do anything. So, my house is a mess. But life still goes on. This is like... bouncing you around a bit there. This is the first time I've been sick since the divorce, and I'm here with the kids. It's different. In fact, I'm not even sure I mind it, because it's like at night time I get to to just starfish out in the bed. And I've been going to bed early. Immediately after my son goes to bed, I jump on my acupressure mat, and then I chill for 20 minutes, and then I go to bed at like 9:30. But even though I really can't be bothered doing anything, there's still some things I have to do. Like, my son has been going to swimming, which is weird. Like, why are we doing swimming in winter? I know they go to an indoor pool, so they can do it any time of the year, but it just feels kind of strange to me. And there's a reason I bring that up. So for the last month, I've been using a calendar app called Pam. So we all know what calendar apps are, so I'm not going to talk too much about that. I want to focus on what Pam does differently. So Pam is a New Zealand-made AI-driven app, and you can just kind of chat to it. So I don't actually put things in my calendar. I just said, Pam, my son has swimming lessons, and she went and put it in my calendar. But not only that, she put a task in my calendar on the Sunday to remember to pack togs. And those are the small things that I always forget. But it's not just the fact that you can chat to Pam, you can also send it emails and send it pictures. So when I signed up for that Pilates class last week, I sent her the email so it would be on my calendar, and it scraped the email, read the part where it said I needed grippy socks, and put a task in my calendar to get grippy socks. Because I didn't know I needed them. I didn't actually read the email properly. Pam did. Unfortunately, I can't give you Pam on a discount, but I can give it to you entirely for free. Just click the link in my bio. But there's another reason I wanted to talk about that app today, and that's because today the secondary school teachers' strike is happening. This is one of those things that, again, I had completely forgotten about, but fortunately the school sent me an email, so I sent the email to Pam. Pam puts a reminder in my calendar, easy peasy. In fact, I was thinking of setting up like a rule in my Outlook to like automatically forward any emails from the school to Pam, just so it'll go in my calendar automatically. But I thought they might get a bit messy, so I'll keep an eye on it and just do it manually. I am 100% for the teacher strikes. Teachers are such an important part of our society. They raise our kids, they teach them so much stuff, and it's important that these people who are doing such an important part get the pay that they deserve. A 1% pay rise that they were offered when inflation has been so high is just not good enough. Like, if we were to just do some really rough maths, let's say that you were getting $1,000 a week, your rent was $500 a week, and you were spending $250 a week on food. Now, let's say you get a 1% pay rise, so you go from getting $1,000 a week to $1,010 a week. Let's say, for simplicity's sake, your rent didn't change, it's still $500 a week, but food has gone up 10%. That's gone from $250 a week to $275 a week. You're now behind. You've got less money than you did before. And it's not just how it affects the teachers, it affects everyone else around them. If you got a business near a school, for example, and the teachers get a pay rise, congratulations. They can now afford to come in and get a coffee. They can now afford to go out and go to dinner. Maybe they'll upgrade your car. Congratulations, your car yard's got a new sale. Or maybe your used car lot's getting a new car. Or maybe now they can finally afford to get a deck, so congratulations, your building company has more business. When we all have money, it gets spread out like that. When the government cuts back on costs, you just have to look at what's happening in Wellington. Everyone suffers. Doesn't matter what business you're in, everyone suffers. In my case, I haven't had a pay rise in like 2.5 years at this point. I've kind of lost track. So I've been dealing with the same wage throughout this entire hyperinflation period. But it doesn't matter because, again, it's not about me, it's about the teachers, and they, while I might deserve a pay rise, they also deserve a pay rise. So I'm not going to make them suffer because I'm suffering. I support them and I want them to get what they deserve. I mean, hell, they're looking after my kids right now, so I don't have to. Or at the very least, they're looking after them until lunchtime. I mean, yeah, parents raise kids, but I think it's naive to pretend like teachers don't help us raise our kids too. I'm gonna go hop back in bed, and that's enough out of me. I'll catch you on the flip side.